Hi, welcome to Pritex Academy. In today's session, we're going to understand what is a distribution plot of a data with a simple short animation. In the table on the left, we have a daily return data of a random stock. In column 1, we have the days, and in column 2, we have the returns for each respective days. So for day 1, we have a return of 0.8%. For day 2, we have a return of 1.7% and so on. To understand the distribution of the return data of our stock, we first need to understand what a distribution plot bin is. A bin or bucket is formed by dividing the entire possible range of data in series of regular intervals. We have taken the returns from -5% to +5% range and divided the entire range in 10 bins. Each bin has a lower limit and an upper limit. For this particular bin, where we are hovering our mouse pointer has a lower limit of -1% and the upper limit of 0%. Now let's see how we should incorporate the return data inside the bins. So for day 1, we have a return of 0.8%. So we expect a box or a density box to fall in the bin having a limit of 0%. That is a lower limit of 0% and upper limit of 1%. As 0.8% falls under this range, that is in between, it falls in between 0% to 1%. Hence a box falls in this bin. Similarly, for day 2, we expect a box to fall in this bin with a lower limit of 1% and upper limit of 2%. Similarly, for day 3, which is a return of 0.3%, we expect a box to fall in the 0% to 1% bin. We repeat the process for day 4 till day 20. Let's enjoy the animation by closely following how density boxes falls in the range in which where the return data fits into. Now that we are done with the data, we would remove the table and see how to interpret the distribution plot. In the vertical axis, we have the density, sometimes also called as the frequency. We also divide the vertical axis in equal intervals to understand its effect. So here we have a density from 1 to 6. A density of 6 signifies more occurrences of frequencies, where a lower density implies less occurrence of frequencies. For the 0% to 1% data, we have the highest density, which is 6, and this implies it has a higher probability to get a return from 0% to 1% for this stocks data that we are investigating. The -1% to 0% bin has a density of 4, implying it is the second most probable range in which we can expect our stock return to be in any given day. For bin 1% to 2%, the density is slightly lower, that is 3, and hence getting a return in this range is third most probable. For bins in between -2% to -1% and 2% to 3% have a density of 2, implying an even lesser chance to get a daily return in these ranges. Finally, for -5% to -4% bin and 4% to 5% bin have no observations, and hence we have a negligible chance to obtain a return in this range, but not impossible though. So we have plotted the distribution of the return data and seen how to interpret the distribution of this data. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up and please subscribe to support our effort. Thank you for your time and attention. See you in our next session. Till then, goodbye and stay safe.